Alright, so this is the starting platform. You ride up from here. Of course you gotta get speed, but you ride up on this, and then from there you drop down this, and then you come along here, hit this roller, and then this roller, and then you get speed in this straightaway. Then you hit this jump, land right there, and then get more speed coming through here. You hit this jump, has no landing, and then you hit this jump, which doesn't have a landing either. And then eventually we're gonna build a turn around and go back to there, but for now that's that for the track. It's a pretty good looking track. It did rain a whole bunch, which makes this a lot more packed. I would show you guys me going over it, but I don't have a buddy out here to hold the camera. So, yeah, I don't know what to do, but eventually I'll have somebody out here so they can show the track. It's not really the racetrack. I went to race this weekend, and this is just my backyard track, which is basically just the practice track. And if you were wondering how we built this, is we stacked pallets, filled them in with dirt, and then we put plywood on each side, and then we put dirt underneath there, cinder blocks, a couple of them to make this nice and sturdy, and then we put this roof tiling over it so it's nice and waterproof and it's more grippy, so you can climb up it better. And as for the start, you're sitting up here, one foot here, other foot there, and then you roll down this. For sports, you can see right here, same on the other side, and then underneath we have a cinder block down there, and we have a piece of plywood where that's mounted, and then these, they're just screws here mounting this. It's basically how this whole thing, they're just mounted into the plywood. The plywood holds the dirt in place, so it's good and structural. And as for the rollers, they don't have any wood on them. They're really compacted so they don't fall apart. And then here's a good example of what we do on our jumps here. Is we put a piece of wood all the way at the top, and then usually we cover it in dirt, but it looks like we hit this one too much or rain got to it. But it protects the lip so we don't have to keep rebuilding it all the time. So that's what we do on all of our jumps. To make sure they don't break apart on us. As you can see, the wood there. And this one actually has a pretty big particle board sheet that goes all the way to here. It sticks out a little bit better, but eventually we'll have a whole another loop with a couple ramps. So our plan is this will be the last jump before you hit the corner, and about here you'll start banking, and then you'll bank out this way, come through the field, and then you go all the way down here. I gotta go fast, my batteries are dying. Come all the way through here, jump over the road with the ramp we built, go around this pole, through here, go up there, build a banking section somewhere back there, and then hit this and then do another lap. So that's just basically the track explanation. And then show you guys my bike here. As for the bike itself, it's just like a $220 bike I got off of Walmart. I reinforced the rims better, and I threw dirt tires on them. Did a center bar pad, front number plate, and I tuned up all my brakes. I did some professional bearings in the front and rear rims and in the whole pulley system here. And then that's pretty much it for the bike. Other than that, it's just a stock Walmart bike, but I did do some better brake pads, tuned the brakes up more so they work better. That's just basically my race bike. I don't usually run the pegs. These are just, for the tricks I do. But that's gonna be it.